Hey, what's up my fellow farmers? It's Naples. Welcome back to Michigan. So, previous episode we have done a very big job. We have sown or planted this entire field with soybeans, as you can see in the bottom right. Yes, it needs plowing, it needs rolling, and it needs to be sprayed with weeds or with herbicide against the weeds as well. But that's something that we're going to be doing later. The plowing won't be done, of course. That makes sense because then you will destroy the crop that you've sown. So, but yeah, as you can see, I've picked up the new roller that we bought in the previous episode. And we are now ready to start on our first big job. So, lucky this roller is of a decent size. It is 9.5 meters or something like that. So that's pretty decent. Let's make sure that we turn on the GPS. There we go. Thank you very much. That took a hot second. Then we want to go around twice. I think that should be a-okay. There we go. So, we're going to get started immediately on a big job. Lower the roller. And there we go. Turn on the GPS. Ooh, look at that. That looks odd. That is extremely flat, or without the, how do you say that in English? Jeez Louise. Normally you see some sort of a texture or something like this. Over here you can see some lines, but this is just completely flat. Alright. That's odd. It doesn't follow the pattern of the rollers at all. But that's fine. As long as it's working, then I'm a happy boy. So, let's keep going. Yeah, that is pretty odd. It looks weird, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind. Like I said, as long as it's working, and as you can see, it is. The weeds are still growing, of course, that makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, it needs rolling, and over here it doesn't show. Alright, then it is working. That is fine. Yeah, so weird. I've never seen that before. Maybe it's, I don't know, a texture that has been integrated in this map or something? I don't know. Sometimes map makers do something to the soil or change some other things to the map, but I don't know. Oh well, whatever. As long as it's working, then it's fine. But yeah, that's the job for today. Get this field rolled and in perfect condition. Well, as good as we can get it. And after the rolling, of course, we're going to be doing the spraying with the herbicide. The other tractor is already waiting. It's waiting in our own vehicle shop, by the way. Because we have a small little garage. That's the first building over there on the right. It also has a small vehicle workshop. So that is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and make sure that we don't crash into a tree. Or into a different car. Or another car. Alright, let's get this bad boy in line. Here we go. Oh, it is extremely slow when lowering, that's for damn sure. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Alright, that's working. So yeah, no other plans as of yet. I don't know. We're in the trees. Oh, look at this. It also makes for a nice picture. Oh. Not bad at all. But, yeah, that's, I don't know. We're gonna be... I don't know, really? I mean, we can keep the pigs alive. That's not that difficult. As you can see, they're still munching on their food that we gave them the very first time when we bought them. So, that's not a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a contract. We will see. For now, I think this is a good time to start the first time lapse. But that means that I will see you again in just a minute. Well, we're not there yet, but it's coming along quite nicely. Well, we still are a little ways off, but as you can see, we still have that little piece over there to do in front of the house, of course. But, yeah, doesn't really look all that bad. It's been a little over 15 minutes real time, so can't complain. So yeah, we have been working with 6 meter, working with so far every time, and this is 9.5, so yeah, of course it makes sense that it goes a little bit faster. It still takes a pretty long time, but that is fine. We're getting there. Then no big worries, or no worries, my bad. I want to say no big problem and no worries. At the same time, yeah, that doesn't work. But yeah, no worries, we're gonna get it done. But yeah, so far the roller is performing, well, absolutely amazing. But we already knew that because I have used this before in the previous series. So yeah, pretty nice. But yeah, as you can see, it has a tendency to slip and slide. As if you're drifting with your roller. That's a bit, yeah, that's a bit weird. So, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, I wanted to get the fat tires on this to stop it from slipping and sliding, but yeah, as you can see, that doesn't really matter because the tires are not even on the ground. So yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, as you can see, we're coming along quite nicely. I'm gonna finish the rest off camera, and when we are almost done, I'll bring you guys back again. And there you have it. We're almost finished with the rolling. Very nice. So that didn't really take all that long, to be honest. I think in total it has taken, I don't know, maybe 35 minutes, something like that, 35, 40 minutes. So yeah, not too bad. But here we go. Coming up on the final piece. So yeah, that strip over there, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I had to turn off the GPS because for some reason, as you can see, it missed a small strip. So I had to take over for a second and keep the tractor perfectly centered, and then we could cover everything in one pass. But look at this. It looks very weird, the field. That is for damn sure. Yeah, with this texture and all, I don't know. It just looks kind of odd. But there we go. We are finished with the rolling. Very nice. So lift it up. Gonna be parking on the grass. Hold it up. Yeah, we can just keep going. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so now we can swap tractors. Well, first we're gonna be swapping the wheels on the other tractor because we are still running on those narrow tires, and I don't really think that's necessary at this stage. Maybe it will be better since it is a heavy sprayer. It is a big sprayer with lots of herbicide in it, so it's a bit heavy. So maybe it's I don't know, a wise idea to get some bigger, fatter tires under the other tractor. Since, well, it's not really underpowered, but it doesn't really have that much horsepower as well. So, yeah, we can use all the help we can get. And the turning radius on this tractor is not the best. And also, I've said it before, the beams in the ceiling of that shed are, man alive, they are quite a nuisance sometimes for the camera. Alright, here we go. Park this right there. That is fine. Alright, turn the tractor off and there we go. Jump in the other tractor. So yeah, as you can see, we are on skinny tires, narrow tires. So let's change those. Repair for 10 euros, $10 I said. Alright, so we have the narrow tires. We don't really need the twin wheels. That's a bit much. Standard. We have the medium tires or wide tires. 3000. They do make the tractor look good. That's for damn sure. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's go crazy. Yeah, spending a little bit of money. Yeah, I'm expecting a good payday soon anyway. I don't know from what, but we will be making a lot of money. Yeah, from the soybeans. We are still working on it, but we are going to be making a lot of money from the soybeans. How are our little piggies doing? Well, they're not little anymore. As you can see, they have fully grown. They are 8 months old currently. So they should be able to reproduce, if I'm not mistaken. Do we still have 5? Yeah, we have 5. Let's see. Animals that are healthy and 6 months or older than 6 months can reproduce. All right. So their health is at 100%, reproduction 75%. Okay, not bad. So we can expect some offspring very soon. All right, nice. Ooh, tractor's looking very beefy with those tires. Jeez. Yeah, of course you don't want to be driving over an established crop with tires like that when you're doing the spraying. So, unfold. Let's make sure that there are weeds growing. Yes, sometimes here and there's a small spot of weed. So, sure. Let's do this. We're gonna be doing the spraying. This should be done relatively fast because, yeah, as you can see, this is the kind of working with I want to be dealing with in fields like this. Because, man alive, these fields are ginormous. Is this the biggest field, by the way, that you can get? No, not even close. This one is 12 acres, 14. Well, farmland 13 is 14 acres. Now, the field is 13. This field is 11. Man, 16. So, yeah, there are bigger fields out there. But not extremely bigger. Or not that much bigger. Steering assist. 1 lap around the headland. Sure. Alright, so let's see if this will do anything. If it will change the texture. I don't really know. There we go. Turn it on. I don't really see a texture change at all. So I do hope it's working. Also, is this a speed that we can do? Let's double check. Double check, double check. I can't imagine. I'm still not used to the new menu. I really aren't. This is the one. Yeah, 12 kilometers an hour. Okay, so that is correct. That's not really that fast, but yeah, I can speed it up during the time lapse. But yeah, there is no change in the texture. In the previous game, that really was my I don't know, how do you say that? My guidance to show me where I have and haven't been. If the texture change wasn't there, I really had no idea where I have sprayed before and where I haven't. So luckily now we have the GPS, so we can just follow the lines and we can finish the field without a problem. Can we see the weeds? No. Yeah, but that's because they haven't established yet, but this really does work. At least, I hope it does. It did in the previous game, so I hope it still works, that you can spray the field before the weeds have even germinated. I'm not really sure, there was some, I don't know, different opinions on it, but I think if you spray before they have established, you get a little bit of a yield bonus. I'm not really sure. Or at least they impact the crops less than when you kill them off when they are established. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to have fun over here. But yeah, this is going quite nicely. Yeah, sure. No, I wanted to check something, but I will do that off camera. Okay. Let's get the next time-lapse started for the spraying. I will see you again in just a minute. And there we go. Almost finished with the field, and then we can hopefully have some very nice profits once this field has completely germinated. Well, germinated and ripened. I have to say, this tractor is performing very well and it's looking extremely good with those bigger tires. Yeah, that was a nice upgrade. Very nice. Yeah, look at that. It's slow going, but we're almost finished. Only a small piece remaining and, well, I think we are already done, but just to be safe, I am overlapping a little bit here and there. There we go. Finished. Fold it up and let's take this bad boy back home. We have used, I don't know how much, 40% maybe of the herbicide, so we did use quite a lot. Where's that car going? Okay, it's going the other way. So yeah, we have used quite a bit, but then again, it is quite a big field, so yeah, it's still not that much. I mean, how many liters did we use? Maybe 2,000 liters, so only one IBC. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can't complain at that. And that makes me wonder... Oh, almost got run over by a truck. Is there any indication of needs weeding or weeds growing? No, I don't see anything, so that is pretty nice. Alright, perfect. Very nice, that's what I wanted to see. So, the weeds are not going to be growing. Yeah, I think we are done. We are done with the field, which is pretty nice. I can put this back over here next to the small little trailer that I have not used one bit. Yeah, that trailer is mainly for bringing food to the pigs or other animals that we may have in the future. I may use it right now actually, because the pigs... Oh man, this is tight. There we go. Because the pigs do need a little bit more food. And those beams, man, really... Maybe if I do this... Oh, that was a bit of a stutter. Where am I? Maybe this way the camera angle is a bit better. There we go. A little bit of hot first person action. But yeah, you have to mind the steering wheel because, yeah, like I've said many times before, well, not in the Farming Simulator videos, but in the ETS2 videos, I don't own a steering wheel. So yeah, I do everything with the keyboard. So it may look a bit, I don't know, weird from time to time. What do they need again? We have canola and sorghum. That's all they need. Alright, then we're gonna start with the canola. Oh, that's enough. 2,000 liters. We don't even need that much. Just a little bit. We're gonna give them just a little bit more. Then we're gonna give them the sorghum because they do need some space in their trough left over for the what's that called again? The wheat. Oh, we can already dump it right here. There we go. Very nice. So how full is their trough? Yeah, as you can see, the total capacity is already quite high. There was a protein, so their base food is the sorghum. Yeah, I will give them a little bit of the sorghum as well. I don't know. I'm not going to be doing 2,000 liters because then there's no space for the wheat. I also want to have some wheat in there, of course. A decent amount. Let's see. Sorghum. Sorghum. Okay. That should do it. Yeah, it's a bit different. Driving around in first person. I don't do that often. Well, barely at all. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, but because, yeah, it is, I don't know, it can make it a lot easier, but yeah, you can see the steering wheel going left and right like an absolute madman. That can make it hard to watch sometimes, but there we go. So yeah, they only have a little bit left for the wheat, but yeah, luckily the wheat is gonna take a hot second before that is even close to being ripe. I think it's gonna take a few months. So yeah, we will have to wait before we can give them some wheat. Yeah, let's see how the reversing goes. Well, that's not too bad, is it? It's a bit difficult to know how far I can go back. We still had a little ways to go, but that is fine. Alright, very nice. So what are we going to be doing next? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe I'm just going to end the episode and then next episode we're going to start harvest on the wheat field, because that should be ready in July. And the soybeans, even though we've only just planted them, April, in October. So, okay, perfect. We still have some time for that. Let's see the contracts. Do I want to do a contract? I don't think so. Because, yeah, the fields are so big. It's gonna take so long. Weeding. That's fertilizing. Weeding with a weeder. Yeah, there's not much we can do. We can do spraying, but fertilizing. But yeah, we don't have any solid, liquid fertilizer. So what do they want? Fertilize field with any type of fertilizer. Liquid, solid, slurry, or manure. Yeah, you can also use a solid. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Nope. No siree. I think we're just going to skip over to April and see how the soybeans are germinating. Alright, good morning. Welcome in May. And as you can see, this is what we want to see. Look at how pretty this looks. Man, soybeans are growing. They are looking very nice. They have germinated quite nicely and are looking extremely healthy. Wow. I love it. Man, look at the size of this field. Yeah, well, we already know how big this field is because we have been working in this field for 2 episodes straight. Man, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Lovely. And this field, how is this doing? Yep, also looking very nice. Very healthy. I love it. Needs plowing, needs rolling. The weeds have been killed off. We have done that earlier. So, very nice. Let's double check the weeds in this field, that everything was working. Needs plowing has been turned off. Yeah, looking very nice. No weeds at all. And as you can see in the wheat field, all the weeds have been killed. So, very nice. And over here, they have not even germinated. So, it is working. Very nice. All right. Well, since it's also raining and we can't really do anything, how many pigs do? Oh, yes, they have not germinated. They have reproduced. Look at this. We have babies. We have adults and we have babies. Oh, nice. Look at that. Nice job. I'm not sure if you're a lady, but nice job. Look at that. Lovely babies. Oh, so cool. I love it. Where are you going? You're having a little bit of a moment there. Happy that you have babies. Yeah, I can imagine. Very nice. Alright, I love it. So we now have 10 pigs. Oh, they are 1,000 each. I have no idea what their maximum price is, actually, or their maximum worth. I don't know. I think I'm just going to be keeping hold of them until we have a nice, how do you say that? A nice amount of sheep, not sheep, pigs. A bigger amount of pigs, more pigs, you know what I mean, that we have more. So they will just keep on reproducing. At least I think they will. Yeah, they are currently at 0. And these, they have to wait 6 months. I'm not sure how long this will take until they reproduce again. But hopefully it goes pretty fast. So yeah, I will just keep selling them. Or I will going to sell them as soon as we have some more. Maybe, I don't know, around 30 or something like that. 30 or 40. Something like that, maybe. Then we'll start selling the pigs. Because we can hold 53. But yeah, on that bombshell, I'm going to be ending today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget, guys, hit that like button. Want to see more? Don't forget to subscribe as well. Until the next one, guys. Bye-bye.